Yeah. Yeah.
You're here. What took you so long? I thought maybe you'd ventured off to Sycrakea by yourself.
Martha, is that any way to speak to the person who saved your life? It was you, after all, who rushed in without giving any thought for the consequences, as usual. And have you also forgotten that you were almost trapped for all eternity by the White Witch's malicious ruse? You have at least my sincere thanks for bringing everyone back safely. I've given them all a stern word never to act so recklessly again. They should cause you no further trouble from here on out.
What? What right have you to say that? You just sat there twiddling your thumbs. And did you even think of taking credit for this?
Will you both pipe down? Such a stubborn pair. How long are you going to keep bickering for? We still have no idea what the White Witch is playing at. So unless you really want to see me lose my temper, I suggest we start this meeting now.
Jeez, Luffy, calm down. You're such an old grump. Without further ado, I shall begin my report regarding Atoraxxion Valmakia, the last stronghold of the Ancients. Ready, Luffy? Eden, we haven't much time, so I can't repeat myself. So be sure to get this all down accurately for the Society of Equilibrium. All right? Rux Maha Dekia, a figure of the ancient civilization of Kabua. During the fruitful age of Agris, he was an astrologer who foresaw the coming of the Dark Invaders. Not one to succumb to the norms of society, he was the architect responsible for the construction of the stronghold, Atoraxxion. To prepare for the final day of battle that would occur 49 years later, he sealed himself in Atoraxxion and left behind a replica Dekia. He also took 4 war orphans as his disciples, his Dekimas, and tasked them with the completion of Atoraxxion. The Dekimas built 4 biomes, inspired by the diverse environments they encountered around the world. They came to be known as Valmakia, Sycrakea, Yolunakia, and Orzekia. Atoraxxion is quite unlike the other ruins we've discovered so far. The entrance, or Talibray's door, that we discovered in the ancient stone chamber.
The door that you were first to discover, Martha, much to my amazement.
Quite. But as I was saying, the first biome we discovered recently, Valmakia, is still very much functional, and is still carrying out its intended role of guarding against black spirits, as our companion here can attest. Sealed shut without any external stimulation for many years, the stronghold was finally awakened by none other than Ilezra, the same witch responsible for the 3 days of darkness that descended over Medea. Well, technically speaking, we awoke it, but only because Ilezra was manipulating us.
The stronghold was awakened. That seems quite a strange phrase to use. You speak as if the stronghold is alive and breathing. What am I missing here? And what do you mean, we awoke it? Oh, Martha, what exactly happened in that stronghold?
Eden, that's what she's trying to do. Honestly, you're as dense as a stoneback crab. Stop interrupting every few seconds. You weren't there to see it for yourself, so of course it all sounds strange. But I tell you this, there was nothing ancient about that place. It was all so advanced. Devices were decked throughout the stronghold to detect the Dark Invader's wavelengths. When it did, it sprang back to life.
Based on Vaha's records that Yaz found, and the words of that witch Elezra,
Atoraxxion must first be awakened to raise the heart of Atomagia from its slumber.
and that could only occur with the death of Lucretia, the ancient weapon who stood guard over the cradle of Amalkia.
And Lucretia was only able to awaken due to the detection of the Dark Invaders. That is to say, the Black Spirit.
Which means the witch didn't wish to sacrifice her own black spirit to awaken Atoraxxion, so sent us in her place instead.
Oh, you're such a dolt. Now do you finally get it? From the very beginning, her target has only ever been the heart of Atomagia. And yet, we ourselves have discovered nothing new in regards to the heart. All we know is that the heart is the true strength of this stronghold, if Vaha and Dekia's recordings are anything to go by. And the ancient text we found that read, "Save me, get me out, and I'm waiting." We thought to find traces of the architects from within the stronghold, yet there still seems to be no trace of them whatsoever. My current speculation is that Elezra may have kidnapped them and is planning who knows what. And when Lucretia was toppled, it was only then that Vaha's paradise was opened. And Yaz found the door to Sycrakea. Who knows what awaits us there?
I see. Well, thanks for explaining that in a manner even I could understand. But Martha, there is one thing. It does seem that Yaz was right after all, and that you haven't actually done anything important, right?
Why, I never! Were you not listening? And weren't you the one to compliment me on discovering Telibre's door in the first place? It was all thanks to yours truly that we were even able to set foot inside those vast ruins. Are you trying to pick a fight?
Yes, the wee child left for the Western Guard camp to find more information regarding Sycrakea. You're probably wondering what the blazes the Western Guard camp has to do with Sycrakea, eh? Do you not remember who rules over that camp? No, not Captain Cliff. Lady Jarrett, Lord Crucio Domingod's youngest nipper. During the Great Expedition, Jarrett sent her soldiers to Aquila's Eye, and they've apparently sent back an incredible volume of texts. Now, you might think I'm pulling your leg here, but these resources contain an abundance of never-before-seen characters written in the ancient tongue. Hardly the profitable finds her ladyship was expecting. She saw fit to just toss them in some forgotten corner to gather dust. Now Yaz, bless her, caught wind of this from someplace or other and pestered me for silver, so she might go there herself. Wouldn't stop until I finally coughed up. Saying she could figure this all out herself, she darted away like a choppy. I thought this must be my lucky day, so waved her off myself. It's such a rarity to see the child so focused and fixated on something.
Yeah. Yeah.
I knew it! My suspicions were correct! Look here, these are all related to Sycrakea. You're probably wondering how I remembered all these, right? You know how, don't you? Come on, say it! Who's the cutest little genius you know?
Vaha. Before he left, Master would often heap praises upon your many blueprints. He might have trusted you, but I did not. Did he truly think these weapons would be enough to repel the enemies of the unknown? And so, in Sycrakea I shall dwell and grow, and prove to you that your fantasies are no more than mere delusions. And prove also that this place, which is colder, darker and more desolate than any other, is the optimal environment in which to engage the Dark Invaders.
Vaha? The same Vaha who constructed Vamolkia? I don't remember there being much mention of Sika in Vaha's records. But reading this, it's clear that Sika was envious of Vaha. Shall we read more?
Deep in the pitch-black darkness, I wait patiently, holding my breath. I grind my teeth to stifle the screams coming from my body. Then slowly, very slowly, I plunge myself headfirst into a realm of utter darkness, one from whence I shall never return. Yes, that's it. That one is the answer. That one shall be the last weapon to protect my abyss.
Last weapon? Is this something like Sycrakea? Oh no! Just thinking about it gives me goosebumps. But we're off to a good start now, right? Not like Vamolkia with us having to rush in blindly because of Martha. Come on, you know you want to say it. Who's the cutest little genius you know? Good! I thereby now promote you to the position of Yaz's assistant. I think we've spent enough time going over these dusty old terms. You ready? It's finally time for my faithful assistant to enter the ancient stone chamber. Now we shall finally set off to Sycrakea. Whatever it is that Elezra is plotting next, we'd better find out quick. We don't have time to dawdle. Oh, I'm going to look over these records a little more before I join you, especially these parts that mention Yolu. But don't worry, I'm sure my talented assistant can handle it alone without little old Yaz's help, right? I believe in you.
Detecting Overseer of Vamolkia's permissions. Activating Talibre's door. Entry permissions detected. You may now teleport to Sycrakea. Talibre's door fully activated. Ending guidance. No saved memory shard detected. Memory shard deactivated. Architect of Sycrakea, Sika. Overseer of Sycrakea, unknown. By the authority of the Architect of Sycrakea. Rune Magia's self-defense measures maintaining idle status. By the authority of the Architect of Sycrakea, Dark Invaders influence detectors maintaining idle status. By the authority of the Architect of Sycrakea, Soul Magia's combat readiness maintaining idle status. Dekia's absolute rule applied, maintaining Sycrakea's combat weapons and self-defense measures.
To try to copy that which is mine is to simply make a paltry imitation. Oh, remember the records we read through Varmalkia's Soul Magia? I wasn't sure who Vaha was speaking about at the time, but now I think I have an idea. It was none other than Sika, the architect of this very bio. In fact, Sika seemed to have left an unusual amount of his records in the outside world. But why do so many of his records exist outside the stronghold? Maybe he left them there purposely for someone to find. I was but forever trapped as second best in that place, and yet I was the first to have my eyes open to the truth. Oh, what? Words like these should be saved for one's diary. This truth he mentions, I wonder... Huh? What's that? Yeah, I suppose this is sort of Sika's diary, isn't it? Huh. Oh well. Hey, assistant! What's that pretty-looking pillar over there? Scarier than Varmalkia. But seeing this really lightens the atmosphere. There wasn't anything like this in Varmalkia. Looking at it closely, I gotta say that nothing else really stands out about it. Do you think the architect Sika made this out of boredom? Even still, the craftsmanship is just amazing. Wait just a tick. There's writing scribbled here. A beautiful lightstone given to me by Yolu after she returned from Yolanakia. This once cold and dark space of mine has begun to shine thanks to this precious stone from Yolu. But due to this strange, awkward, and slightly embarrassing feeling I had, I couldn't force my lips to express words of gratitude. And instead just fidgeted with the stone before cutting off one of her vines and wrapping it around her gift. Huh? Lightstone? Did they use lightstones back then as well? Didn't they know how dangerous lightstones can be? Uh-oh. I might have yelled a little too loudly then. I think the ancient weapons may have detected us.